Alright, I'm going to do a quick update video on 1 year / 20,000 miles of ownership with the 2024 Chevy Trax. Let me pop the hood real quick. This is under the hood after about a year and 21,000 miles. As you can see, it's pretty clean. Not the cleanest, but I don't go through and detail it at all. And I live in Texas, so I guess it is a cleaner climate, but still, with no underbody splash guard that comes from the factory, I think it looks pretty good for what it is. Let's take it for a quick drive. Alright, here we are inside. As you can see, we are currently at 21,203 miles. So just shy, just a little bit over 20,000. Just did an oil change, did a tire rotation. So 1 year of ownership with the Trax 2RS 2024 model. And this car is great as ever. I think it's been running extremely well. We took it on a road trip from Texas to Oregon and back last year, and it was about roughly, including travel there, traveling within the city there, probably almost 5,000 miles round trip, and it did absolutely flawless. The only thing that did happen was while we were driving, one time the auto cruise control shut off, where it holds your distance. Other than that, no issues at all, and no problems with any sort of leaks or screens not working or anything else. I know that these cars, I mean, anytime you have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of any sort of car produced, you're going to have problems, of course, that you hear about. But I think it's really either it's coming out of the factory with issues, or you're going to have no issues at all. But 1 year, over a year, and over 20,000 miles later, this car's been running great. Nothing crazy done to the car itself. I added this little carbon fiber overlay because when the sun reflected off of the silver here, it was really bright, and I could not find a black one, so the carbon fiber, I guess, works out. It kind of fits with the interior. You can't really notice it, but I do like that touch. The only thing, some of the things after owning this for a year that you wish you might have is, I wish that in the back here we had some vents for the rear seats. That'd be nice for any rear passengers, but we don't have a whole lot of passengers in the back, so not a big deal. It'd be nice to have cooling seats, but of course cooling seats are typically going to be on your top trim levels of any sort of American car or European cars, so not a big deal. But the heated seats are definitely nice. As I mentioned in my initial video, no sunroof. We opted for that on purpose because we've had a lot of issues in the past with sunroofs, and the sunroofs are using it one time a year does not justify having to have it forever and potentially leak. But yeah, overall, this car has been absolutely great for us. It's still going strong. Don't have any plans on trading it in. Of course, it'd be nice. Another thing that would be nice if it had was all-wheel drive. We did have a couple ice/snowstorms here in Texas, and it would have been nice to have all-wheel drive, but we just kept the car in the garage basically the whole time. And front-wheel drive is not bad anyways for the snow. But I would recommend this car. I mean, the engines aren't bad. The 1.2 liter is, as people like to say, I don't like to call it peppy, but people like to use the word peppy for this engine. It's not bad. It is, it definitely has some pickup. I'm at 60 right now, flooring it, and it picks up pretty okay, I'd say, for a 1.2 liter 3-cylinder. You don't really expect a whole lot, but I do like, it's still a great engine. It's fuel economical for the fuel economy that I'm getting. So trip one is from day one. Like, trip one was from when we got the car, and we never reset it. Between driving it to Oregon and going, averaging 85 miles an hour and having the fuel economy obviously drop, almost 27, and then from resetting it 8,000 miles ago, also around 27. So 27 for a mixture between highway and city driving. It's really not bad. The only things I've done to this car besides regular oil changes, I've been doing the oil changes every, I'd say, 5,000 miles or less. I know that the recommended for this car is 7,500, but I like to do 5,000 just because that's just, I'm very maintenance conscious, and I think that regardless of, any car, at some point every single car is going to require more often or more frequent oil changes just because of wear and tear. But this car obviously is still pretty new. I just chose to go with 5,000 miles. 5W30 full synthetic. I think the 2025s take like 0W20 or something, but 5W30 for the 24s, and it's been working out pretty well. I've also done the cabin air filter, which is super easy. I have a video on that. And then I did the the air filter, and so far 2 tire rotations. I did the tire rotations at 10,000 miles each. And honestly, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the specific tires I have on here. I have just the factory Continental tires. I think it's like the Continental stock tires, and they're not wearing unevenly at all. Even after rotating and driving 10,000 miles on, you know, the original backs on the front, we're still at between 6 and 30 seconds on the front and back, and I just rotated them back, but I feel like it was almost pointless. But it still, you know, it still needs to be done. But other than that, nothing crazy, no big maintenance items, no issues with rear window motor failures like they do happen to a lot of people. Also, people have reported issues with the evaporator in the dashboard that can fail. Haven't had any issues with that, luckily. But other than that, I mean, it's been extremely reliable. There's nothing crazy. We did do the one recall. There was a recall for, I believe it was some sort of software update. I think it had to do with the auto stop start throwing off timing. But what we ended up doing for that, I also have a video for that, is I bypassed that. It's like a $11 part. You don't have to dig into anywhere. The wire runs right across the cross member up under the hood where the radiator is, and you literally just unplug it, plug in the bypass, and then you never have to touch that button again, and it's never gonna shut your car off again, and you don't have to even worry about that recall. You can still get it done, but you don't have to worry about your timing being thrown off by the auto stop start. But yeah, thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions down in the comments.